Hi guys. So firstly, thank you all very much for your birthday wishes. That was very kind of you. I've had a good day actually. I don't normally like my birthdays, probably because it's in October and it's, getting a bit colder, damp, windy or like today, rainy. And my daughter's birthday is in the summer, so there's an element of jealousy there as well, I think. So we'll on her birthdays we'll have barbecues or garden parties, etc. And when it comes to my birthday, we normally all just stay indoors or go out. But the problem I have now, well, always had with my hair, the reason why I grew it so long was to try and get the weight of it to stop some of it. It's very curly and very frizzy, and I thought if I grow it long, then it won't be so frizzy if the slightest bit of damp gets on it, but it still does. So if I was to go out tonight, I could spend an hour doing my hair, putting a keratin treatment on it because sometimes that does help, like calm things down. But as soon as I step out the door, the slightest bit of damp, you're doomed. And then you get to your destination and you look a totally different person. And then your hair's sticking out 1 mile to the left, 1 mile to the right, and then you can't do anything about it, can you? Anyway, rant over about that. So Meghan Markle, as you can see down here, when she created the Archwell website, she's clearly copied a very near copy of this company's logo. Now, I got this from Royal Expert Princess. I did see it doing the rounds a while ago, but I just wasn't really that interested in it. So this is the bigger version. That one down there. And here we are, Archwell. So apart from the lines, it's pretty much a copy, in my personal opinion. Being a graphic design person, I would say that's a breach. So if this company wanted to send a cease and detest letter, I personally think they should, and they could. It'd be a straight win. But we all know what Meghan's like. She would put her foot down. She'd pull her hair out, or other people's for that matter, and it could all go sideways for this other company. So they probably, researched her a bit and didn't bother. But anyway, so that's that, guys. Also, she never fails us, does she? Meghan never ever lets us down, does she? So it's like we've been waiting for this to happen. As soon as she, oh, when was it? I think she was pregnant with Archie. Correct me if I've got the right time. And she said she doesn't want to be here anymore. And she's like, manipulating Harry. I think when she said that, we were all thinking, something else is coming here, and it's going to be a similar copy to Princess Diana. So, and here we are. Here we are, people. She's actually going there. Now. To be fair, yes, she probably is under a lot of stress purely because she knows she's not popular. She's trying to make herself believe that she is, but as we know, she is online a lot, and she's probably reading what most people are saying about her on Twitter. That, to be fair, that could be an effect, but I think with a narcissist, and sometimes when I see her face, I often think there's a you could put narcissist stroke psychopath. For example, when she was doing that walkabout, I remember she had her hair down and she was wearing a black suity sort of top, and there was a man was holding his toddler, and the toddler was really laying into Meghan, like pushing Meghan away, and Meghan was standing there, trying to beat the child with just I'm not moving, and I could looked at Meghan's face and I thought, you look like you could turn around and just whack that child at any given moment. If nobody was there, I think she probably would have done, and probably done worse than a slap. Um, to be fair on her, though, I personally think whether the father thought it was funny or whether the father was a Mexiteer and thought, yeah, go on, kid, you're doing my work for me. Sorry, I shouldn't say things like that. then I think the father really should have reined the child in a bit and said, you know, you don't do that to people, despite it being Meghan. Child, you cannot do that to people. But if you see that video going around, just look at her face. It was really bizarre, wasn't it? Most people, however, to be fair on the child, would have just moved out the way or said, okay, see you later, blah, blah, blah. But no, not Meghan. So, yeah, I personally think she's got a bit of psychopath in there somewhere. But it says here that she's not looking after sources. These sources again, you know, it's saying the word sources, you know, it's okay for a little while, but then I think by now these sources should be named. It's rather concerning because it gets to a point where you think, is this a natural source or is it just um, something Meghan's put out herself, and she's called herself the source, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, the sources say that she hasn't been looking after herself, and all that, you know, what she goes to that mental health day and says, oh, she's, you know, being a mum is the most important thing in my life, but we never see her with the children. And then it goes down just basically saying that she's concerned about the pressure. Oh, hang on, I'll just read a bit out. But those close to her are concerned about Meghan herself. Something seriously wrong, says a source. She's obviously not taking care of herself. She's looking very skinny. Nutrition expert. Oh, here we go, a nutrition expert. For goodness sake, this Fred estimates that the 5'6" Duchess currently weighs about £100, down to 20 in the last year, and loved ones are blaming her frail frame on her hectic schedule combined with money woes and constant public scrutiny, adds the source. Meghan is cracking under all the pressure, and it shows. Yeah, he could be right. He could. I also think she's doing it deliberately for attention. And but let me know your thoughts about that, guys. So yes, we were waiting for all this to happen, wasn't we? That the weight loss and people will be worried about her, just like everyone was with Princess Diana. She just has not got her own identity. It's like a few months ago, she went somewhere with Harry. She was wearing a off the shoulder white top, similar to what she was wearing at the mental health gala, and she had her hair flat like olive oil, and she was smiling. And I looked and I thought, you've had another nose job done. But this was at the time when she was saying how much she adores Julia Roberts. And I looked again and I thought, she hasn't got the ski jumpy bit at the end of her nose anymore, has she? And it looks rather like Julia Roberts' nose now. So I'm thinking, now you've told everybody you're practically obsessed with Julia Roberts, and then you go and actually have surgery to try and look like her. The woman is absolutely psychopathic, in my personal opinion. That is not normal behaviour. I've never known a narcissist to go that far, to actually have surgery done to try and look like somebody else because she's so unpopular herself. She wants to look like someone that is cared about and loved. But hey ho, this is just, you know, all my opinion. But I think that's it for today, guys. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? No, I think that's it, guys. But thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening. I'll see you soon.